The chances of Mudavadi deputizing Ruto are very, very, very minimal. Very minimal.
Why?
Why am I saying so? You see, and I want you to look at the presidential race that we've had since 2002. Okay? It's all about, and also look at the constitution. It's all about what are you bringing on board. It's all about the numbers. Okay? And why did I narrow in the thing of the numbers at the moment? Looking at Mudavadi at the moment, he's crippled, okay? Because now the people he had, the parliamentarians he had, those who could go on the ground and convince people that we've joined UDA, we are going to partner with the UDA so that we ensure that we win, and not with him. I've already left him, okay? So this is already a problem, that he needs to sit down and craft an idea. One, the task Mudavadi has is to ensure, to convince other members so that he'll work with them and ensure that he wins the seats, okay, of these MPs who have become to another party, okay? Now, another thing is to ensure he has a number of governors who support him. You see, while working with the current constitution, it will be very tricky for him to say that I'm just going to bargain and get it on a silver platter, okay? So it is going to be, what are you bringing on board? What numbers are you bringing on board? How sure are you're going to get at these numbers? Whereby the people you had have already left you. You see, that's another scenario that Mudavadi has to look into while they are going to sit down and discuss about a coalition. It's not going to be easy for him the way it was easy for him when they were forming NASA. It was easy because he had a backup, the backup of, let me say, Ford Kenya, the backup of ANC itself, okay, because it had grassroots in Western region and other parts of the country. Looking at also Ford Kenya, it had also strength in Western Kenya and other parts of the country. But right now, he's alone. The same to Ford Kenya. There are only two people. Currently, Ford Kenya, the people who are there is, let me say, the Kiminini MP, Chris Wamalwa, and my Senator Masika Wetangula. They are the only two notable people from Ford Kenya. Now, including Mudavadi. So, what kind of negotiations are they going to negotiate? What are they going to negotiate for? Okay? Then, when you are negotiating, what are you bringing on board? So you want these positions, but what are you bringing on board?
So you're saying that Mudavadi doesn't have numbers in the Western region?
Right now, as the way things are, I can say he doesn't have the numbers. Bearing in mind, the foot soldiers who are supposed to campaign for him, okay?
Yeah.
They have already come to the party. Today, even I think was it on Saturday, Ayub Savula went to, who is also the deputy party leader, went to DAP. Now, the Matungu MP and others have gone to DAP. So what does that mean to you? When you don't have a foot soldier, it means you are crippled. There's nothing you are going to do, okay? Now, it means he has to go back to the drawing board, okay? He has to go back to the drawing board. And now this has given more strength now to DAP, okay? The Democratic Action Party. It has already been solidified, okay? Because the mass exodus from Ford Kenya and ANC has benefited DAP. Now DAP has more strength when they are going to sit with the Azimio on the table of Azimio to negotiate. They have numbers. They can negotiate for something, okay, in a strong way, unlike ANC and Ford Kenya, this other side. Okay. So these are some of the things that when you are trying to look into the political implications that have caused, or the political ripples that have been caused by the two UDA and ANC joining, these are the issues that we need to look into. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the sentiments from our former parliamentary speaker, Kenneth Marende.
Yes.
From his speech, he's a disappointed man.
Yes.
And he has likened Mudavadi's actions to a suicide bomber. What does this mean? He says also he's in bad company. What does this mean, suicide bomber?
You see, when you're a suicide bomber, is a person who have decided to kill yourself. or let me say, in a nutshell, Mudavadi has just shot himself in the foot, whereby you already see that there's no light this side. And why did Marende say that? It's just the other day Marende spoke candid and said, I think it was 2 weeks ago, it's high time the Luhya community are not going to support who? Raila Amolo Odinga. If you can go to the archives and find that, he said these things some 2 weeks ago. Now, they were believing that Mudavadi would join forces with other people, okay, and form a third force, okay, so that he be there. Now we only have, let me say, we only have, from where I sit, we only have 2 presidential candidates. That is William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga. The only 2 presidential candidates that we have. Because looking at the matrix on what is Mudavadi bringing on board, okay, I'll tell you, Mudavadi cannot be the presidential candidate where Ruto is. Let's not lie one another, okay? So, for him, with regards to the statements of former Speaker Marende, and also want to narrow in the statements of the current Speaker, Mr. Justin Muturi. He's also a disappointed man. It's not only Marende. Also, Justin Muturi also was looking at, we are going to work together with Mudavadi and form a third force, okay? But now, Mudavadi has disappointed so many people in the country. It's not only Marende, or it's not only so many people, and so many are disappointed.
What were the expectations like? What did people expect of Mudavadi?
People were expecting that Mudavadi is going to team up with people like Gideon Moi, Kalonzo Musyoka, Wetangula. Let me say the Oka team was going now to bring in other members. Let me say like Martha Karua, Justin Muturi, and others, okay, who are now trying to look at how we're going to work with Mudavadi. They all believed in him, but he has broken the trust that they had with him, okay? So this is some of the things that we need to look into.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is that he has now left Oka to be like a shell, okay? He has now made these people to go back on the drawing board, okay? Where they were some few months ago. Now they have to go back on the drawing board. People who are really complaining, like even Martha Karua herself, Justin Muturi, Marende, they have to go back on the drawing board. Now what are we going to do? Okay? Because actually they didn't expect that.